Hi, I'm Angie.
And I'm Laura. Welcome back to Dinner and Aside.
Today we're lucky enough to be cooking in the same kitchen again, and we are making an amazing Christmas dinner that you can have on the table in under 2 hours.
We don't get to spend Christmas together very often. That's because Auntie lives in Oregon and I live in California. But when we do get together, we just want to spend some time together and have a nice time. So less cooking, more time together. You can cook a show-stopping stuffed pork tenderloin, creamy butternut squash gratin, and a gorgeous Christmas wreath salad without spending your entire day in the kitchen. The absolute star of this meal is the stuffed pork tenderloin. It's so fancy, but I promise it's incredibly easy. And the place we have to start is with caramelizing the onions. This is where all of the wonderful flavor comes from. It usually takes about 30 minutes of low and slow cooking to get the onions all jammy and sweet. But I have a time-saving hack for you. Thinly slice a large sweet onion. Then get it into the pan on medium-low heat and pour in about half a cup of water. The water cooks the onions, and by the time it evaporates, the onions start caramelizing right away. It saves at least 10 minutes. What are you working on over here?
I'm peeling the butternut squash for the gratin. This is my least favorite part, so I'm gonna get it out of the way early.
Yeah, do the tedious tasks first, and then you can just have a nice time. So my next task is gonna be to butterfly the pork tenderloin, and that's gonna take a minute, so I'm gonna go do that.
Okay.
I've got a beautiful 2-pound pork tenderloin here. Now this is gonna serve about 6 people, give or take a little. You might have some leftovers. But since we're stuffing this pork tenderloin, we're gonna have to butterfly it first. Now, even if you have never done this before, it's very easy. Let me show you. Make sure you have a chef knife that's really sharp because you're gonna slice through this. Now you're gonna just slice about 1/3 of the way through, not all the way through. Lift that piece up and slice back the other way. Then you just open it up like a book. It doesn't have to be perfect, just get it as even as you can. Season the inside well with salt and pepper, and set that aside for now while we finish the filling. To prep the rest of the filling, I'm just gonna get another pan.
Are you just making extra dishes to wash over there?
Guilty, I'll clean it. In this pan, melt a tablespoon of butter, then throw in a big handful of fresh spinach and 2 cloves of minced garlic. You just wanna cook it until it collapses. Just like that, and set that aside too.
All of that took just 10 minutes. So we're at 40 minutes so far, and we are right on track. Look, my butternut squash is peeled and we're ready to go. So to start off, I'm gonna use a mandolin to slice the butternut squash because it makes such nice, even slices with really very little work. But always wear the glove. No one needs to lose a finger on Christmas Day. A mandolin slicer is definitely the way to go here. It gives you perfectly even slices. And that's the secret to a gratin that cooks evenly.
While she finishes slicing over there, I'm gonna stuff the pork. My onions are ready. They're perfectly golden and smell amazing. I'm just gonna toss in a handful of sage and get it crispy. So we're gonna stuff the pork with cranberry sauce, caramelized onions, some wilted spinach, and a little bit of goat cheese. Then we're gonna tie it all up. Spread that cranberry sauce all over the pork, leaving just a little border around the edge. Then spread on the spinach. Try to get it as even as you can. And then you can add those caramelized onions. And then the goat cheese. Here comes the fun part. Roll it up tightly, just like a jelly roll. Nice and tight. Get everything all up in there. And then you want to tie it with kitchen twine, or ask your sister to kindly tie it with kitchen twine for you.
No problem, I'm on it.
Okay, you're gonna go at a couple of different intervals here and just tie twine. So I'm gonna put about 4 pieces of kitchen twine. One more over here. Okay, and then go ahead and pull it up. Tie it as tight as you can. Try to get all the filling inside. It's really hard because it likes to come out, but we're gonna get this, don't you worry.
We are, that's what I'm here for.
Okay, and we got a little bit trying to escape right here.
We don't wanna lose all that flavor.
This is looking good. The twine is gonna help keep this all inside as it cooks so that it doesn't all squish out.
One more.
All right, this is looking good.
Teamwork.
I think we did it.
Yeah.
Lovely. Now just rub or spray this with a little bit of olive oil, and we'll season it with some salt and pepper. Get it nice and even. And then Angie, could you bring over that roasting tray?
Got it.
All right, we're just gonna set this right into a roasting pan. Actually, can you grab that oil and just give that a quick spritz? Ooh, all right, that's perfect, just to keep it from sticking. Okay, and I'm gonna transfer that right in there. And this masterpiece is ready to go in the oven. We're gonna put it in at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 30 to 35 minutes.
Okay. That gives me just enough time to mix together the sauce for the gratin. I'm just gonna melt some butter and add the shallots in a saucepan. Give it a few minutes to soften. Then add minced garlic and let that cook for about 30 seconds. Now the flour. Whisk that in and cook for 1 minute. Pour in the vegetable stock. Once it's smooth, add in the heavy cream, a pinch of nutmeg, onion powder, and pepper. No need to boil it, we're just warming it up to infuse the cream with all those delicious aromatic flavors.
That is looking so good, and I can smell it all the way over there. This is gonna be so delicious. So I've already shredded the Parmigiano Reggiano for you.
Oh, perfect. I'm gonna start layering my gratin, but first I need to butter the dish. We don't want it to stick. Then I'm just gonna lay these in layers. I'll pour over about half of the warm cream and sprinkle on a handful of shredded cheese. Then I'm gonna repeat with another layer of the squash, and I'm gonna pour on the rest of the sauce. And a big, generous handful of the cheese. For that golden brown crust we all love, I'm finishing it with a sprinkle of panko breadcrumbs. Now this is ready to hit the oven.
That only took 5 minutes. We're ahead of time.
Wow, that never happens. When your pork timer is at 20 minutes left, slide this right in next to it.
This right here is the magic of this menu. While the oven back there is doing all the work, this is our downtime. The house is starting to smell like a Christmas menu, and we can actually breathe.
Yes. And hey, if you're loving this stress-free Christmas dinner idea, this is the perfect time for you to subscribe and hit the bell, because we're all about helping you make stress-free, delicious dinners so you don't miss out on all the fun.
And in case you missed something or want to see all of the ingredients in one spot, we've got all the recipes right down in the description for you.
Now that we have about 20 minutes left on our kitchen timer, it's time to whip up our final dish, our Christmas wreath salad. Now this one is all about presentation because it adds such a beautiful pop of color to the table. You can start putting the salad on the plate. I'm gonna get the salad dressing mixed up.
For that presentation we were talking about, we're gonna just make this salad look like a wreath.
The dressing couldn't be easier. It's just extra virgin olive oil, a splash of apple cider vinegar, Dijon mustard, honey, salt and pepper. Shake that up in a jar. For now, I'm just gonna chill the dressing in the refrigerator. We'll pull it out right before we eat, and we'll serve this in the little bowl in the middle of the salad.
I just need to put the toppings on the salad. We've got pecans, craisins, and goat cheese. All very festive and pretty. Alexa, stop the timer. All right, our timer just went off, and I think the pork is ready, so I'm gonna give it a check. All right, the pork tenderloin is done. Just gonna pull that out. Oh, it looks so perfect. Nice and golden brown. I'm just gonna test the temperature. Yes, a perfect 145, which means this pork is gonna be super juicy. There's just one more thing we need to do, and that's to let this rest. That'll draw the juices back in and it'll be perfect. I'm gonna move the tenderloin to a cutting board and tent it loosely with foil for about 10 minutes. This lets the juice redistribute back into the meat so that every single slice is succulent.
Now for the gratin. Oh boy. Not only does it smell amazing, but look at this. It's bubbling and golden. The cheese is perfectly melted, the top is crispy, and the squash underneath is fork tender.
All right, now for the moment of truth. I'm gonna remove the twine and slice this into nice, thick medallions. And there it is. Look at that beautiful spiral of the cranberry, the onion, and the spinach. It's such a showstopper. Just gonna stick this here on this platter and fan out the pieces so everyone can see that gorgeous filling. And just a little bit of chives sprinkled on top.
The gratin is perfect served right in its dish. I'm just gonna sprinkle it with some chives for color. Our beautiful wreath salad is all ready to go. We just need to pour in the dressing. And here it is. A complete, absolutely gorgeous Christmas dinner is on the table and we're ready to eat.
I'm ready to eat. I'm gonna take a bite of this. It looks so good.
It does.
Yeah. The pork is so tender and juicy. We did a pretty amazing job, I think. Our final timer is 1 hour and 13 minutes. We had 43 minutes of cook time and 30 minutes of prep time. I cannot believe we completed this entire holiday meal in under 2 hours, and now we just get to enjoy it.
We really hope that this inspires you to take a more relaxed approach to your holiday cooking. If you want to find the full ingredient list and a printable recipe, you can find that in the description down below.
Last year we made a different 3-course meal, also in under 2 hours, and it's great. I hope that you will take a moment to watch that before you go. From our family to yours, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.